Hello everyone, today I'm going to show you how to solve the Rubik's Cube. It's pretty simple. You just have to follow a certain set of steps and using algorithms, which sounds complicated but it's really not. But before I can teach you the algorithms, I have to teach you the different sides of the Rubik's Cube. So right here, this is the front face and it's represented by a capital F. This is the right face, represented by capital R. Left face, capital L. This is the top face, capital T. No, sorry, this is the upper face. This is a capital U, not a T. And this is the down face, capital D. So if an algorithm is just a set of letters that tell you to turn which face, and it's always either clockwise or counterclockwise. And so if it said if it was just a capital F, I would turn the front face clockwise one turn. So an F would look like this. And R, and it's always clockwise as if you were looking at the front of that face. So if it was just a capital R, I would look at the right side here and turn this clockwise 45 degrees. And capital U would look like this. Capital L would look like that. D would look like that. Oh, and this is the back face, but you never use that in solving the 3x3, so you don't need to worry about that. Now, to turn the face counterclockwise, you put an apostrophe after the letter, and it stands for prime. So F prime would be turning the front face counterclockwise, so like that. R prime would be turning the right face counterclockwise, like that. L prime, like that. U prime, that. D prime, that. And it's always just one turn. So now that you know how to turn each face of the Rubik's Cube, we can start. You're probably wondering how you know which side is which. Well, the centerpiece will tell you which side of the Rubik's Cube that is, because no matter how you turn this, the center will always stay the same. So this is the white side, that's the red side, blue side, and so on. So I'm just going to start with the green side, just because I've always started with the green side. What the first step you have to do is solve a cross right in the middle of the Rubik's Cube on one side. So I have to solve the green cross to start with. Now the first step of that is to get these pieces here. Since the green center piece is already there, you have to get these pieces here. And so let me just look for one. So this piece right here has to be red right here and green right here. So here it is right here. To get it right here, it can be kind of tricky. You have to get it into this bottom layer of the cube, and so it's already in the bottom layer. Say it was right here, all I'd have to do is either turn this like this or this like that and get it in the bottom layer. If it was up like this, say it was right here, well then in this case you could just spin it over, but just for that's more like intuitive, just to follow like certain steps all the time, you would just spin it all the way down until it gets into the bottom. Then what you want to do is you want to rotate it around until it matches up with that centerpiece, the red centerpiece, and then just spin it up and get it lined up. Now let's do the white one. Here it is right here. It's already underneath there. So I would just spin it up, but then it's not lined up. So this is where see, these two need to be flipped. So this is where the first algorithm comes into play. You don't want to mess up what you already did here. So what you want to do is R prime, U, F prime, U prime, and that will make it so that that's like that, and that didn't mess that up. So let's turn the cube, let's find the orange and green middle wedge. Here it is right here. So since it's already on the bottom, just spin it over till it lines up with the orange, and in this case, since it's already in the right spot, or flipped the right way, we can just spin it up, and we have this lined up, and everything else is still the same. Okay, last one, yellow and green. It is right here. Okay, so since it's already, we can just do that, but say it wasn't that easy, all you'd have to do is just spin this and get it into the bottom layer, and then you would just rotate it around until, okay, there it is right there, and then you just spin it up. Yeah, so that's all you have to do to solve the green cross. Now some of these other pieces may already be solved, but they're not in the right spot because, well, I'll tell you in a second.